So portrait drawing can be a little bit intimidating. One way to increase our skills is to develop our observational skills, especially towards accuracy. This little trick I'm about to show you will help you kind of decipher the proportions and the measurements of your face to help break that down to when you're about to start drawing. So let's get started. So I have my photo here on the desktop. I've already cropped it 8 by 10. And I'm just going to enlarge it here so you can see. So when you open the photo, if you go up to this markup tool, and then go over here to the shape area, we're going to select the line. You can change what type of line you want. I like to use a dotted. And you see right next to there we have the line color option. And over here we have a fill color, but we're not going to be using the fill. So the first thing we're going to do is create all the vertical lines. So as I drag this endpoint, if I hold down Shift, it'll snap to a perfectly straight line. The first line we're going to add is the line right in the middle of our face. I'm just going to copy and paste that line and then put one on the right side and the left side. We'll now create a line for just in the corner of our eye, and I like to extend it all the way down because it helps us see the relationships between all the facial proportions. So if you'll notice the lines from the eyes, that they kind of extend and they touch almost the nostrils, and then down by the mouth you can see how far to extend your lips. So I'll do it for both sides of the eyes. And next we'll put a horizontal line in the middle of our eyes, and again if you hold down Shift it'll snap to a perfectly straight line. It's good if you place this line right in the middle. I find that it's a little bit easier when you want to draw. We'll then add a line right at the bottom of our nose, and then we'll add another line at the bottom of our chin, and then one in between our lips. We should also add one at the very top of our head, but you see mine is a little bit cropped out. You should add it to yours. I'm also going to add a line for the hairline. And I'll just tidy up some of these lines a little bit. So the reason we do this, as I mentioned before, is that we're transferring all of these lines to our drawing paper lightly. We're kind of deconstructing the face in order to construct what to draw. And all these lines are helping to show all the relationships between the space, etc. So one thing that I find useful is to create a circle or a ball on the tip of your nose. So if you look closely, you'll notice that most noses will have a ball. And this might differ depending on your ethnicity or your race. Students often make the error creating this ball too big or too small, but if you notice closely that the ball kind of touches the nostrils. So I'm going to put another line in the center of my eye, because you see if that is extended down, it touches the corner of my mouth. So you should have enough here now to start drawing on your paper. To take it a step further even, we could add lines to help us with the diagonals of the jawline. So you'll see I'll put this little endpoint on the chin to where it touches, and I'll just use the visible angles that I can see. And we're not too worried about curves and stuff, we're just looking for the basic geometric shape. I'll just copy and paste that to the other side as well. So this technique can also be applied to the curves of the head at the top. And again, we're not worrying so much about the curves, we're just looking for the basic geometric shapes. So when you're done, you should click Save. And I'm just going to change the file name here. So if you wanted to change your photo to black and white, just go up to Tools here and adjust color. You see you have a lot of slider presets. The only one you need to pay attention to is saturation. And we're ready now to transfer all of these measurements onto our drawing paper.